Using the distributive property for arithmetic, multiplying two numbers together is a really useful way to use the property. But most of the time, we're going to be using it for algebraic expressions. For example, something like 7 times 3w minus 5. Usually, we're going to be using it for things like this. So let's take a look at how the distributive property could be used here. The first thing that we would do is 7 multiplied by 3w. So multiplying 7 by 3w means we do 7 times 3, which is 21. And then since it's 3w, that just means we're going to have 21w. Then the second part of the distributive property says we do 7 times 5, which is 35. And because there was a minus sign in the parentheses, there's going to be a minus sign in the problem. Now, 21W and 35 are not like terms. One of them has a W and one of them does not. And that means I cannot combine these two things together. So my final answer is 21W minus 35. I know that's not a very satisfying final answer to write. It seems like we should be able to do a little bit more and put those together somehow, but we really can't. That is the best we can do. Let me do another distributed property problem for you here. And I'm going to write this one a little weird because I'm going to put the thing that we're going to distribute not at the beginning, but on the end. So the 4 is the digit that is outside the parentheses. So that's the thing we're going to distribute. This is an unusual way to write it. You usually will not see it like this. Usually the thing you're going to distribute is in front of the parentheses, but as you can see in this problem, it doesn't have to be. So we will do 4 multiplied by 6v squared, which is going to give us 24v squared. Then we do 4 times v, which is 4v. And then there's a third thing here. We do 4 times 3, which is 12. And then the signs, the operations that go in between, are the same as they were in the parentheses. There was a plus sign here, so we put a plus, and there was a minus sign here, so we put a minus right there. Now here it kind of looks like we might be able to combine some terms because we've got two terms that have a v in them, 24v squared and 4v, but because one of them is squared and the other is not, those might as well be two totally different terms. Those cannot be combined. And so that's our final answer, 24v squared plus 4v minus 12. We cannot simplify this anymore. That is the complete final